Good morning. Today we're going to talk about function notation. Function notation is how we read the function. It is read as f of x. F of x. So, in function notation, you notice this f parentheses x. That is what we're going to see. It is very important that you have a depth of understanding in this topic because it is a tested topic on the state assessment. So here is what a function looks like. You have been used to seeing it as y equals x, 2x plus 1. It's now going to look like this. F of x is equal to 2x plus 1. What it means is when you input x here, the input of the domain, when you input x, then this is where you're going to get your output from. Okay? This, the green, is just the function name. It tells which function to use if there's more than one. So we could name it anything. We could say function M, function L. It's just to show which function we're talking about. So look at this example. F of x equals negative 3x minus 2. When x is put into the function, the output is going to be what we get from negative 3x minus 2 when we substitute that x in. So, here's just an example. F of x is equal to 2x plus 1. We want to find the function f evaluated at 2. So that means that we are putting 2 in for x. So when we write it, it would look like this. 2 is equal to, or 2 times 2 plus 1. The function evaluated at 2 is equal to 4 plus 1. So the function evaluated at 2 is equal to 5. So if we were going to write an ordered pair to represent this function when we input 2, when we input 2, what did we get as an output? This is our output. So we got 5 as an output. Here's some examples. So we have two functions, f of x and g of x. Function f and function g. So we want to know what is g of negative 4. So we are going to use the g function. And we are going to say, what is g of negative 4? So that just tells us that we're going to input negative 4 where we see x. G of negative 4 is equal to negative 4 minus 2. Notice I had to put that in for the x. And I kept this negative out here because I'm not changing the function. So g of negative 4 is equal to 4 minus 2. G of negative 4 is equal to 2. So when we input 2, we get negative. Sorry, I wrote that backwards. Let me erase. See, we all make mistakes. When we input negative 4, we get 2 as an output. Let's do another one. Let's do the function f this time. So we're going to be looking at this function. So f of negative 2 is equal to the function f evaluated at negative 2 is equal to, here's our function. And this just tells me to put negative 2 in for x. So the function negative 2, the function f evaluated at negative 2, to get the output, we're going to say 3 times negative 2 plus 4. Function of negative 2 is equal to negative 6 plus 4. The function evaluated at negative 2 is equal to negative 2. So the ordered pair for this relation would be negative, or for this function would evaluated at -2 would be -2. Let's do another example. F of x is 3x minus 5. That's our function f. G of x is -2x plus 3. That's our function g. So we want to evaluate function g at the point 1. So g of 1 is equal to, again, we're looking at the function g, -2. We're inputting 1 for x. And then we just perform the math. So the function g evaluated at 1 is -2 plus 3. The function g evaluated at 1 is 1. Now we have function f. So we're looking at function f. So the function f evaluated at 1/3 is equal to 3. I'm just putting 1/3 in for x. The function f evaluated at 1/3 is equal to 3 times 1/3 is 1. So the function evaluated at 1/3 is equal to -4. I want you to try this one on your own. I want you to pause the video and work out this problem. So we're going to work through this problem now. The function f evaluated at 3 is equal to -3 squared plus 2 times 3. So you have to be careful. Notice that this negative here was not included in a parentheses. So we just need to take 3 squared, and that's going to give us -9. So the function f evaluated at 3 is equal to -3. So one thing I want you to make sure is, had this been written -x squared, our answer would have been different. But the negative was not included in a parentheses. So when we input the value in, we were inputting it in like this. So by order of operations, we have to do 3 squared first. And that's how we got the -9 plus 6. Okay, you are ready to do the evaluating functions homework problems.